Hello, my name is Dr. Maya Byfield. My business is The Phenomenal STEMist. I'm so excited to be here in Orange County because it's where I live. I live in Apopka, Florida. And I decided to make this business because I saw a need for underrepresented students to be successful in STEM, which stands for science, technology, engineering, math. And the best way I can do that is just provide products for parents to prepare them, whether it's a book or online STEM camps or just video podcasting. My goal is to transform this community, especially those who are underrepresented. And the way to do that is to help parents understand their children's minds and basically develop them at different stages of their lives to be prepared for a successful STEM career. Thank you so much. That's why I'm here.
Hello, hello, hello. Hey everyone. I am back on Math Money Mondays. Listen, I'm excited to be here to talk about debt defaults. So apparently the debt ceiling um, was extended, and hip hip hooray. Who was worried? Nobody was worried. Nobody was worried. Nobody was worried. All right, so just to remind you, it's the Phenomenal STEMist. Um, those of you who need some activities to do, feel free to check out my book, Phenomenal STEMist. It's on Amazon right now. If you need a STEM camp to be a part of, feel free to let me know. Um, but don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Okay, so we're gonna jump right into it. It's the Phenomenal STEMist focusing on Math Mondays, and Biden signed the bill, the Limit Save Grow Act. The Limit Save Grow Act. And this was written by the Republicans in Congress to extend the debt ceiling. So, the debt ceiling is, I think, 30 trillion, over $30 trillion. And it's kind of like your credit limit. It's like this government makes money off how much it borrows. It uses other people's money. OPM. It uses other people's money to do its bidding. Most of us use our paycheck, or some of us use our paycheck. Some of us are using credit cards to live off of. So it's like you living off of credit cards, but the credit card giving you a limit, right? So how many of you have credit cards where you have $1,000, you have $2,000 limit, you have $5,000 limit, and your job is to constantly ask the credit card company to extend your limit, right? Or can I get $5,000 instead of $2,000? And what happens? In theory, the higher your limit, the more you spend. So how can you avoid default? Meaning you have more bills than your credit card limit. That's what the government had. The government has more bills than its limit. So what does it had to do? It had to extend its ceiling. The Republicans were not having it. So there was a big war every year. It's like, will they do it or will the economy crash? Economy didn't crash. They extended the ceiling. I think they extended it by $4.5 billion with the stipulation that they would do other things. They would cut costs other ways. For instance, they cut the COVID spending. They cut the COVID spending. They cut other types of spending. They dealt with welfare a little bit. So they decided that they would limit some spending in some ways. They would save by cutting things in other ways, and then they would invest in certain things that they know would grow the economy. That's their belief system. As a Democrat, when they cut the IRS funding, they to me it's just trickle down economics, Reaganomics 101. But either way, they extended the debt ceiling. But what does that have to do with me? Other than the fact that the economy still lives. Do I have a debt ceiling? Do you have a debt ceiling? And how can you avoid default? One of the main things that people default on are their credit card debt and their student loan debt. Speaking of which, y'all who have had your student loans paused, it's over. It's over. And the Supreme Court will decide the end of this month whether it's constitutional for Biden to give you $20,000. So you're gonna know whether you're gonna be paying back your student loans or not by the end of this month. But the debt ceiling bill, they got rid of I wouldn't say the forgiveness plan. They got rid of um the pause in the payments. hmm And we will see what the Supreme Court does about the forgiveness plan this June, the end of this month. We'll know. So, how can you turn around your life to the point where you don't have to default? I mean, you could ask your credit card companies to extend your credit, like the government does, but I don't know if that's the right idea. So I was reading this CNBC articles about Americans hitting their own debt limit, right? Let's say the average limit for a credit card is 11,000. Americans are in debt 9,990. Like 900. They are maxing out their credit cards now more than ever. I told you, it's like some of you who are commenting on my post. I spent a lot of money on groceries today, and it probably will. I I bought chicken, salmon, broccoli, spinach, bananas. You hear me? I bought chicken, salmon, broccoli, spinach, bananas, one onion, one green pepper, and then green onions. That thing cost me $40. One, not a pack of green peppers, not a pack of onions. I like fresh food. I like to cook fresh food. I don't like leftovers too much. So one green pepper, one onion, six little green onions, salmon, chicken, then chicken breast, broccoli, spinach, six bananas. Cost me $40. Can't even fill up one shelf in my fridge. That food is gonna last me. Like, I ate the chicken and broccoli today, and it's gonna have tomorrow leftovers, and I'm gonna have the salmon on Wednesday and Thursday. So I mean, in theory, it's pretty cool. That's why I'm starting to cook my own meals because food is expensive out there. Fast food is not healthy. So I have a meal, a dinner and a lunch, a dinner and a lunch. So I have 4 meals, $40. Yeah, $10 each. And my bananas. I got the bananas. I got breakfast out of it too. So breakfast, lunch, and dinner for the next 4 days, summing up to $10 a day. That's pretty good, coming to think about it, as compared to what I've been spending out there for fast food. So, but still, it was a ticker shock to me. It was a shock to me. Um, and I can imagine what people are going through when they have a family of four, a family of five. My God, my prayers out to you. That is why the credit card balances in America in 2020 in 2019 it was 800 billion. Now it's almost 1 trillion. We are almost 1 trillion. We are 983 billion dollars in credit card debt right now. That's how much it was, a drastic increase in 2021. It went from 750 billion to 982 billion in just 2 years. hmm There was a steep drop from 850 to 750 when everybody started getting all these stimulus checks. So everybody started living off the stimulus checks. So that's what happened. It dropped 100 billion, but then it skyrocketed. Inflation, inflation, and people can't catch up because I paid $8 for broccoli. I like that. I don't. I just feel like broccoli costs $3, $4. So I feel everything is doubling in cost. I didn't get a double paycheck. My paycheck did not double. Food prices doubled. My paycheck did not double. How about y'all? Y'all who are watching? I see a couple people watching. More than a couple people watching. Sister Dimitri says, I have one teenager to feel, and the struggle is real. I can't imagine. I can't imagine. I mean, people are living off of their credit cards and they are moving towards their limit and they're going to default. What can you do to match that? Well, we're going to have to budget. It's the same old answer. You have to limit your spending. You have to limit your spending. It's like, well, how do I limit my spending? Well, all I can talk about is me. I'm not a person with children. I have no idea how you're going to limit your spending with those hunky summer kids. This is not the time for inflation of prices right now. I mean, I went to Tijuana Flats yesterday, and to get a chimichanga, it cost $17. I was like, "This, it's over now. I'm not." I remember buying a chimichanga, and it was $8. Everything has doubled. Everything has doubled. So I'm not gonna buy food for $18 anymore when I could have breakfast, lunch, and dinner for 10. So I'm gonna have to go to the grocery store. I'm going to have to cook. It is as simple as that. It's as simple as that. I'm gonna have to go to the grocery store. I'm gonna have to cook. I'm gonna have to pack my lunch. hmm Yep, gonna have to do that. That's it. That's it. I can live off of $10 a day on food. That's awesome, and that's breakfast and lunch. 'Cause I don't eat a lot of breakfast. I have a banana. I have a breakfast bar. I drink water. Shout out to the water bottle. I don't buy no more juice. That's saving me money. No juice. Water's free. It's lowering my pressure and lowering my weight. It's a winner all the way around. Limit your spending. You're going to have to do things that are uncomfortable. I don't understand how people doing these DoorDash. People are getting extremely lazy and they're and myself included, and they're putting it on their credit card, and that is how your credit cards are jumping. But you're gonna default. You're gonna default. Number two, you're going to have to save. Limit, save, grow. Limit your spending. You're going to have to save. Save, save, save. How do you save? People do the envelope method. They take cash out, they put it in an envelope, they manage that saving money over the month, and when it runs out, they don't buy nothing. They force themselves to live in that budget. I haven't done that, but it's documented that if you use your credit card, you just automatically spend more. You know, you don't question things. Like I should have questioned the $8 broccoli. I really should have. I think the cashier made a mistake. There's like no way in hell broccoli should be costing $8. I'm sorry. Even though it has doubled. My brock grocery has doubled. The danger is people are going to start going to. I'm seeing it. They're saying go to certain stores that have very low caliber food. In my opinion, it's basically saying put your health at risk. Put your health at risk. They're not playing around with trying to put a certain group of people in a dire situation, and that's not the answer. Get good food, budget your money, eat less, eat less. We have no credit cards, period. Debit card, no overdrafts. I block it, and my rent is increased, and my a new car payment because car had issues. Return your tithes and offerings. Hold on to God. Listen, that's a great idea. I co-sign. I co-sign. Not really the credit cards. I mean, I do co-sign the credit cards. I have them though, so I mean, I'm not following what you're doing, but I hear that's really good. All right, so save in an emergency fund. Ask your savings account. This is what CNBC said. Ask your bank to increase your interest. More and more, they're offering. I'm not a fan of CDs. Put your money in your Roth IRA. Put your money in investment tools that make more than CDs. But you can ask your bank to increase your rate, your interest rate. Demand it. Be more demanding. I learned this from my mother this week. My mother was demanding, and she got a great deal because she was demanding. Be more demanding. Call your cable company, get your cable cut. Call your energy company, get your energy cut. Call every place. Put Get mint.com as a budgeting app. See where you are spending on fees that you shouldn't be spending on, and call your credit card. Say, hey, take that fee off. You could do those things. It's not too late. So, lastly, invest in high interest vehicles. The stock market has rebounded. And if you were dollar cost averaging every month, you would have bought on the low and reaped the benefits of the high that you've experienced. We're still low from last year. We're still about $300 low off the S&P 500. But if you've been giving to it when it was real low, like it went down to like 33,000. I'm glad I wasn't paying attention. Knowing me though, I probably would have bought more, but oh well. So it went down to 3,000. Now, so it went 1,000 points up. 3,500 to 4,200, almost 1,000 points up. Yeah, that's a high percentage jump. So if you were dollar cost averaging when it was low, you're reaping the benefits of the high right now. Grow your money, start businesses, create products to sell. This is the time not to sit and worry about costs. This is the time to not sit and worry about your debt. This is the time to limit your savings, to limit your spending, to save in your emergency fund and savings accounts, and to grow your profits, your investments, either through higher earning interest rate vehicles like the stock market, like real estate, like entrepreneurship. Limit, save, grow your money. Guys, it's been real. This is Math Monday Mondays. I am the phenomenal STEMs. You guys have a great night. I hope you learned something. You can find the article on Phenomenal Financial Freedom Group. It's a private group on Facebook. And so head on over there and see the articles that I've written. All right? Don't default. Don't go past your credit limit and not have money to pay for stuff. You're gonna have to limit your spending, save for a rainy day, and then put all the rest of the money in high interest or capital gain vehicles. All right. Good night, everyone.